On the 12th of March, a new killer was introduced to Dead by Daylight by the name of the Unknown. The Unknown is a monster, a creature that no one has an explanation for. Some people claim that it's an alien trying to mimic humans in order to hunt them. Others say that the Unknown is a monster that takes the appearance of its last victim. And others say that it's a monster getting inside the bodies of its victims. The point of the Unknown is that its existence is ambiguous. It tries to look like a human, but it's completely separated from a human being. The Unknown is able to mimic human voices in order to lure its victims. In-game, this is represented by two voices at the same time, one male and a female voice, which sound distorted and broken. By default, the Unknown takes the appearance of a male victim, and so the prominent voice they use is male sounding. However, the Unknown, just like the rest of characters in Dead by Daylight, can also be customized with different skins that you can mix and match. For them, the other skins are other victims, like a cheerleader as well as a grandma. If you equip the head of any of the female presenting victims, the prominent voice used by the Unknown is female. But again, just to reiterate, the Unknown has no gender. It's a monster, and its entire point is to mimic humans. With the release of this new chapter, it was revealed that for the first time ever, a trans voice actress gave life to the Unknown, Zoe Alexandria. She was chosen as the voice actress for this character thanks to her vocal training talent, which allows her to voice both a female and a male tone. She was the perfect cast for this killer thanks to her talent, because the Unknown uses both voices at the same time. With the reveal of this information, various transphobes and bigots started to witch hunt the voice actress because for them, seeing a trans person get any type of success fills them with bitterness. And this is where the controversy starts. Some random Twitter users started to use the image of the cheerleader victim cosmetic from the Unknown as a caricature towards the trans community. Since the default appearance of the Unknown is male, this cosmetic was taken out of context as a male cross-dressing as a female, with its poor mimicking abilities used as another hate point towards trans people. Transphobes also linked the trans voice actress towards the Unknown, brewing further misunderstandings. This hate was spread enough to the point that it reached the voice actress and outside of the Dead by Daylight community. Upon seeing this, Zoe released a statement surrounding this new chapter in a bad light. Now, I will not be showing this statement out of respect to the voice actress, as she has asked to delete it because it was just another misunderstanding, but I will explain what the statement is and why this misunderstanding was caused in the first place. First of all, it is very important to understand that in many cases, a voice actor doesn't know what the end result will look like if they were hired in the early stages of developing the characters. We know for a fact that some voice actors had never played Dead by Daylight before. In fact, the actor playing Steve Harrington from Stranger Things had basically zero interaction with the game, and he probably doesn't know what his perks are or what his cosmetics are either. It's just a business and that's it. Zoe Alexandria was hired in the early stages of creation of the Unknown, who had no model attached to it. The only thing Zoe knew was that it was amorphous and two voices were needed. This is not something out of the ordinary in the game industry. Zoe had no idea how the new killer's cosmetics would look like. It is entirely possible that they knew the Unknown was male presenting, as before the release of the new character in Dead by Daylight, the developers opened a public beta where we can playtest the new contents in the game. This beta does not have any cosmetic options for the newest characters, and so by that point, Unknown only had a male model attached to it. With the release of the full chapter, various female cosmetics were added. And if you have no idea about the lore of the Unknown or what it's supposed to be, and as Zoe stated, behavior's communication was extremely limited, which I assume is in order to prevent leaks. It's pretty clear to see why Zoe would misunderstand that the unknown is a dude cross-dressing as a woman, and she thought that behavior intentionally hired a trans voice actress in order to fuel the harmful stereotype, thus claiming that behavior, the developers of Dead by Daylight, were transphobic themselves. If you are a trans person who constantly gets death threats and hate just by existing, and you saw that your talent was used as a hateful caricature, of course you would be pissed. This misunderstanding was done emotionally, rightfully so, if you see the vast amount of bigotry and transphobia that is happening everywhere, so anyone who can put themselves in her position can empathize with her. As of the 14th of March, Zoe has retracted her previous statement, clearing out that it was out of a misunderstanding, confirming that the Unknown's cosmetics are not problematic and they are not going anywhere, as the problem is not the Unknown, but it was the lack of communication between her and behavior. The developers are aware of the current controversy surrounding this character, and most likely sometime after the release of this video, they will release a statement regarding this situation and endorsing their stance regarding trans lives. Sadly, the damage was done. This statement was spread outside of the Dead by Daylight community, and various right-wing Twitter users decided to go with a false narrative in order to get drama and clicks, since that's the current meta of X. As far as I am aware, the first right-wing user that started this misinformation was an account by the name of Dom Lucre, who claimed that the Unknown is a deformed mutant in a skirt voiced by a transgender which appears to have become a zombie by hanging himself, again attributing the male gender to a creature that has no gender. Now, I don't know about you, Dom Lucre, but it's kinda funny to name yourself the breaker of narratives when your own fake narrative can be broken by a 2-minute Google search, because if you just decided to investigate a little bit more into the Unknown, you would have known that this is not a man, this is a creature with no gender. The skirt you're talking about is a cosmetic which is taken from it trying to mimic a female victim, and at absolutely no point in the creation of this character is any hanging mentioned at all. This hanging misinformation comes from a 4chan stereotype regarding transgenders, and this was obviously done in order to spread misinformation and mock the left, as Dom Lucre is just another right-wing tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist that makes money by spreading make-believe to Andrew Tate blue checkmarks listeners. 2 hours after the release of this tweet, prominent bald-head and fake news reporter Keemstar decided to continue spreading this absolutely false misinformation by using his Drama Alert account, spreading the fake lie of the Unknown hanging themselves. That's what happens when you steal trash from another person without double checking if it's real. At least both of these idiots got community notes with these posts, making them unable to monetize this misinformation any further. What's funny is that this gnome is crying that his misinformation got a community note, claiming that they are being used to demonize Drama Alert, when your original tweet was obviously done in order to demonize and mock transgenders, as the amount of bigotry and transphobia going on his tweets was crazy. So, to clear out any further misinformation, please understand that the Unknown has absolutely nothing to do with trans people. The Unknown is a creature with no gender. Behavior is not transphobic. The cosmetics are purely optional and they do not change the nature or the gender of the character itself. They are done because they are victims of the Unknown, because the power of the Unknown is to mimic victims. To claim that behavior is transphobic because they created the Unknown is like claiming behavior is racist because the Doctor is another black man who can use electricity as his power. In fact, we literally have a cross-dressing character in Dead by Daylight for over 6 years now, as Leatherface can use 2 female-presenting masks as cosmetics, yet no one said anything regarding this at any point in their existence. This drama is absolutely stupid. and I would advise you to report or block any person who is clearly being edgy just for the sake of it, and wait until Behavior releases their statement. The Unknown is one of the coolest characters Behavior has ever created, and the voice given to it by Zoe is absolutely high quality and fitting for its context. So let's not let bigots taint one of the best chapters ever made for Dead by Daylight, and most importantly, know the facts and stay informed. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.